Hi, I'm Margaret Kisbert, and I'll be videotaping for Paige Brown.
Freedom of religion and separation of church and state make religion in school a very controversial subject. Some reasons for this are that one's rights might be violated from what is and isn't your First Amendment right. Religion in school is one of the most hotly debated topics. Many people argue, there are many arguments on both sides. The reason that I chose this topic is because I have gotten in trouble on more than one occasion for talking about religion while in school and feel that it is my right to be able to do so. Many people think freedom of religious expression in schools could potentially cause conflict. However, I think that students should have the right to talk about their religion, and I hope that by looking at the opposing view and my view, what the First Amendment states, and my own school policy on the issue, that people can see the importance of being able to do so. The opposing view argues that there are so many different religions throughout the U.S. that it could potentially cause conflict. And as you can see in this picture, there are lots of religions all over the world. In the past century, the U.S. Supreme Court has protected students' individual abilities to pray, wear religious clothing, and express their religious beliefs while in school, yet barred these practices where they are perceived as disruptive, discriminatory, or corrosive to peers who may not share the same beliefs, says Education Week. As I said before, there are many different religions throughout the U.S., and many of these religions have different beliefs. This is where the opposing view thinks that conflict could be caused because of these different beliefs and people fighting over whose is right and whose is wrong. In my own view, I think that students should have the opportunity to talk about religion while in school, and that is their First Amendment right to be able to do so. The First Amendment states, the first part, that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The First Amendment also contains two clauses. The first one is the Establishment Clause. This states that the government cannot establish a certain religion as their own. This enforces the separation of church and state. The second clause is the Free Exercise Clause. This prohibits the government from interfering with a person's religious practices. However, this clause can be overruled if the government thinks it is necessary. In my own school handbook, it states that the school district prohibits any form of religious, racial, or sexual harassment and violence. At my school, talking about religion at school or in a school event is looked upon as a form of harassment. It is defined as any kind of physical or verbal conduct related to an individual's religion. The reason that they look upon this as a form of harassment is it could cause intimidating, hostile, or offensive working or academic environment, or it could interfere with an individual's working or academic environment, and it could potentially wrongly affect individuals' employment or academic opportunities. Personally, I don't agree with this because on more than one occasion, I have talked with my peers and my classmates about religion and find it interesting to learn more about their beliefs and my beliefs and how they differ. The opposing view does argue important points, but I think that it is our First Amendment right that students should be allowed to talk about religion in school, and that schools, especially my own, should not look upon it as a form of harassment. Do you think that it is an individual's right to talk about their religion while in school or at school events? There are many people throughout the U.S. that don't, but there are also a lot of people that do.